Howdy folks, today I'd like to take a casual peek into the Marvel Legends Professor X action figure by Toybiz. This figure set is part of Series 9 of Marvel Legends action figures. The series is also known as the Galactus Series because each figure in the series contains a Build-A-Figure part to construct a Galactus figure. This set was originally released in, I believe, 2005, and I purchased this set in 2010 when I found it at a local comic shop called World's Best Comics. And I'll post a link down below. And I paid $7 for this set, and it was on sale from the original stickered price of $15. Taking a look at the contents here in the package, you can see Professor X there bound in a wheelchair. The figure contains 33 points of articulation, and to his right you can see the head of Galactus, and behind the figures there you can see a recreation of Uncanny X-Men number 117. And also just above Professor X you can see Cerebro, the helmet there. Taking a look here at the back of the package, you can see some statistics for Professor X, and also a description of Professor X there. And down below you can see the other figures from Series 9. We have Grey Hulk, Nightcrawler, Bullseye, War Machine, Deathlock, Professor X, and Doctor Strange. The variants in the series are the Grey Hulk, which comes in a green variant, and Bullseye, which comes in a grinning variant. And I'm not sure, but I thought I saw a picture of Professor X in a different wheelchair, so I don't know if there's a variant for Professor X. The other version I saw was in a different wheelchair, the floating, the levitating kind, and I'm not sure if that's part of Marvel Legends or from a different X-Men series. So, but we'll be right back, and we'll have this Professor X out of the package. Okay, we have the Professor X figure and the accessories that come with the figure out of the package. First up, we'll take a look at the accessories, and we have here a recreation of Uncanny X-Men number 117, and we have a cover here by the late Dave Cockrum and Terry Austin. And this issue was originally released in, let's see here, 1979. And this issue goes into an origins of Professor X. This is written by Chris Claremont and drawn by John Byrne and Terry Austin. And it's an interesting read, and I like the reproduction of this particular issue, and I think it's due to the inking work of Terry Austin. It just is reproduced well compared to other reprints I've seen. And another thing about what I don't like about this reprint is that there's about 17 pages of story, but every other page is an ad insert, a recent ad inserted by I guess Marvel. And so you're really getting only one page on each particular layout here, and every other page is an ad. So, but this is a very nice recreation as far as the artwork and the inking on here and the coloring. It's very well done compared to others I've seen. So, but this is Uncanny X-Men 117. Next up, we'll take a look at the Build-A-Figure part, which is the head of Galactus. And this thing is actually pretty neat. I really like it. There's a lot of details, even though it doesn't really look like it, but you can see all the line detail work there, and the face sculpt. Look at the eyes are painted a metallic pinkish red. on there. It's very neat, and a very clean paint on the what you can see of his face. It's very cool. And these on the side of his head, I don't know if you call them antenna or not, but they're made of a softer plastic on there. And if you look at it from a profile, you can see that this right one is bent a little bit forward on there, but it's not too hard to bend it back on there. And then from the front, it looks perfectly fine. But it's a very neat Build-A-Figure part. And then you can see down below here where the ball joint will go in on there. Very cool. I can't wait to put this guy together on there. Next thing we'll take a look at is the Cerebro helmet that Professor X uses to amplify his powers and I guess to locate mutants, fellow mutants, and other deeds. And you can see the detail work on this one as well. It's kind of neat on there. You can see, I don't know if this was tubing or what, but it's pretty cool. And it fits well over Professor X's head here. And just put it on there and just snap it in. And as you can see, it fits rather well. Doesn't block either eye on there. Pretty neat. And the next thing we'll take a look at is Professor X's wheelchair. And when I got this out of the package, it struck familiarity with me because I thought I had seen this chair before. And upon further inspection, looking at the bottom of this, it says here X-Men 2000, and that's where I remembered that this chair was used on the Professor X, the X-Men the movie figures, and was used with the Patrick Stewart figure. And I knew I remember seeing this before because I used to have that figure set. I don't anymore, but this is the chair that was used by the X-Men movie figures on there. And it rolls rather well on there. You can see it's free rolling. It's got the main wheel there, and it's got a second wheel here, set of wheels there, and some rollers in the back there. And like I said, it's free rolling. It's pretty neat on there. And the figure is secured into place via 4 sets of pegs, or 2 sets of pegs, 4 pegs in total. 2 in the back here and 1 on each foot. And we'll get the figure out of the package here, and you can see some more details on the chair. You can see the pegs here for the back of the figure, and down below for the feet. And yeah, you can see some of the panel detail on there. It's kind of neat. It's got a little knob on this end here, little knob on there, or maybe a roller ball, and some buttons and stuff. It's kind of cool. Now on to the Professor X figure. And this is a nicely designed figure. I like it quite a bit. I just have 2 tiny issues with it, and they're just very tiny. And I'll point that out right now. And it's first one is it looks like he has a little bit too much of a, I don't know, lipstick, or just the coloring on his lips. They look a little dark, and they look like lipstick to me on there. I wish it was either a lighter shade or probably no paint at all, because most male figures don't have any paint on the lips, so it looks a little feminine to me, especially with the arching eyebrows there. And my other only main issue is the hands. They're too straight out. I wish they had curved the fingers a little bit more. They're a little flat on there. I don't know if that's if he's proposing for the mental projections and whatnot common with Professor X, but other than that, I think it's an excellent figure. I really like the sculpt on here. The paint is very well done, especially on the tie there. I really like that. Although there's a tiny, no, it's not a scratch. It's just more of an indentation. I guess a fold in the tie. So that's not bad at all. And you got the buttons on his on his vest there. It's kind of cool. And I like his shoes. Nice shiny shoes there. Very cool on there. And it's not too often you get a suited figure. And I guess this would actually pass for a Lex Luthor figure. I think about it. Maybe change the head on there. This looks a little less like Lex Luthor there, but if you maybe swap the head, you get a President Luthor figure there. Or put a Tony Stark head on there. So it'd be kind of neat. But it's a fairly cool figure. And going over the articulation, the head is on a ball hinge joint, so you can look down and up quite a ways, and goes all the way around, and tilts side to side a little bit, not too much on there. The arms go all the way around at the shoulder, and they do go out and in. The biceps go all the way around. The elbows are on double hinge joints, which is nice. The hands are on a hinge swivel joint at the wrist, so it goes up and down and all the way around. All of the fingers are joined and are on a hinge joint, so it goes down, up, and back a little bit. There is no torso articulation, but there is waist articulation. So the waist goes all the way around. The legs are joined at the hip on a ball hinge swivel joint, so the leg can go up, down to the back, and rotate at the top of the thigh, and also can go out to the side. There is a thigh cut on the leg, so the thigh can go all the way around. Double hinge on the knees, and there is a swivel cut at the calf, so the lower part of the leg can go all the way around. And the feet are joined at a hinge joint there, and there is an ankle pivot on the foot, and also toe articulation as well. Overall, a really excellent figure. I really like it's nice and clean, nicely sculpted, and kind of cool that it's not sculpted into the chair, so you don't have a permanently wheelchair bound figure, and which is cool because in a lot of the stories Professor X is in and out of his chair quite a bit, and I really like this Professor X figure, and if I can get him to stand there just right on there. But this is my casual peek into the Marvel Legends Professor X action figure. Thanks for watching, and I'll see you guys next time.